It's Wednesday, March 4th at 12:43 in the afternoon, and the dogs and I have come up to the Depot Lakes Conservation Area. We're going to walk in off Second Lake Road on the road that goes back to Third Lake. It hasn't been plowed, but a few snowmobiles have driven along it and ATVs, so we're going to walk in there following their tracks a little bit. It's a beautiful afternoon, clear, calm, and 3 degrees. Well, it's a gorgeous afternoon. That sun is really warm, and we're just on the cusp of the warm air coming in from the south now for probably the next week or more, so it should be nice to get that warmth. It will be a bit sad to see this pristine snow go, though. It's been with us for the whole winter pretty well. Just a beautiful white blanket, pretty much untouched. The walking is a little bit tricky because I'm trying to stay within the track of the ATV here, and it's fairly narrow, so you have to keep your feet in a pretty straight line. And it's kind of slippery on the sides of it too, so I find I'm constantly sort of slipping on the edges of it. I think this road into Third Depot Lake is about 2.5 or 3 kilometers long. I'm not sure, I'll have to check. It's normally a very easy road to walk on, very little traffic, and it's a little bit rough, but today is much more difficult because of the deep snow, and trying to walk in these ATV tracks is tricky in itself. Keep sliding off the edges. It's like walking in a slippery tube, sort of. I assume they must have come in here at some point when it was more slushy, and then it froze, so it made this tubular, icy shape. So quite tricky without slipping all the time. But the scenery is worth it. Okay, it's 1:12 and we're just coming up to the lake here on the last little slope down to the lake. That didn't take us too long. It may only be a couple kilometers in here, I'm not sure. I just wanted to come in and take a look. It's not really a very long walk for us, but maybe we'll go somewhere after this too, I don't know. It's just such a nice day for walking. You hate to pass it up. Here's the open water below the dam, flowing into the creek that then goes down into Second Depot Lake. So there's the view looking up Third Depot Lake. That seems to be where the ATV track that I was following has gone out onto the ice. I suspect some last-minute ice fishermen trying to get in a few last days before they have to get off the ice. Okay, it's 20 after 1, so I think we're going to head back down the road the same way we came in, because it would be too difficult to try and go up the trail here. The snow is still very deep up here, probably over 2 feet in the woods. So very difficult to walk. So we'll just head out the road and then maybe we'll go somewhere else after, I'm not sure. The snow fleas are coming out all over the snow in fairly big numbers, and I just saw a little spider walking along on the snow there. So it doesn't take much before you start to see creatures. Otherwise, it's very quiet back here. I've only heard a raven and a blue jay. despite the shortness of this hike, it's been quite a workout, trudging through this deep snow and trying to maintain footing in the ATV tracks. And then you come across deep ruts that are tricky to walk through without falling over. So it's a good workout, and I'm getting quite warm under this coat. I probably didn't really need this coat given the temperature, but I always like to be a little warmer than a little colder. It's supposed to get up to 5 degrees today, and I think it's probably there now, or getting close. It feels like it. The wind seems to be increasing a little bit too from the south. I guess these are the warm fronts coming in, bringing us all that southerly air. Certainly feels nice after that long cold winter. And I don't think it's over yet, the winter. Yes, there's supposed to be some warm days ahead for a week or so, week and a half maybe, but I think the views are that another cold air mass is poised to come down later on in March. So I don't think winter's over yet. This could be a year where we get a late massive winter storm or something. You never know. Okay, it's just coming up to 1:50 now, and we're just coming out to the Second Lake Road, so we're completed our hike. Hope you enjoyed that hike along Third Lake Road into the Third Lake itself and the dam area, and then back out again. Beautiful afternoon for walking.